So you're thinking of living in Newburyport, Massachusetts. In this video, we're going to talk about what makes Newburyport one of the best places to live in Massachusetts. We'll cover neighborhoods, commuting, and public transportation. We're going to use maps to learn the layout of the city and hopefully learn a lot. Let's go! Hi, I'm Jeff. I started Boston North because I've lived my entire life in Massachusetts. In the last 20 plus years, I've lived in the North Shore. Working in the real estate industry, I've had to research the ins and outs of cities, towns, and neighborhoods in my area. My goal is to make you, my viewer, feel welcome to reach out to me with any questions you might have about living north of Boston. I'll talk to you soon. The city of Newburyport is located about 35 miles north of Boston. So if Boston's your destination for your workday, you're looking at a minimum of an hour. If you can go off traffic, and probably hour and 35, hour and 40 minutes if you got to go during rush hour. So most of your rush hour traffic is going to land inside the 128 belt. So you'd head up Route 1 and then exchange on to 95 and head right up to Newburyport. One of the best things about Newburyport is the highway access, because the major highways in the area all kind of converge right there. So Route 1 is usually a one-lane each direction road, where 95 is 3 to 4 lanes the whole way. And then you can get right over to 495, which is your main ride if you're going to go out Route 90 towards New York, Connecticut, or Rhode Island. And then obviously down south towards Boston, and heading north from there, you've got great access into Portsmouth. Kittery, Maine is only about 25 minutes away from Newburyport. So you can get the New Hampshire mountains, you can get any direction you need to go really well, because the city is surrounded by the major highways. Newburyport itself is 8.4 square miles. There's a population of 18,000 people right now. It's 2023. And it's a really cool, small, historic destination city. So if that's the vibe you're looking for, it's got a really busy downtown with just a lot going on year-round. Downtown proper is right along the waterfront here, and right where Route 1 sort of crosses into the city. And so that's going to be where your density of restaurants is going to be. That's going to be where the tourists are heading. That's going to be where you're going to have trouble parking if you want to get into town. But sort of no matter where you live in town, you could park somewhere and walk in. Train station's a nice ride in and out. You can go all the way to Boston by train from Newburyport, which is a total convenience as well. Neighborhoods that you're going to look at when you're searching around Newburyport. Downtown focuses on High Street, which runs right through the middle here. So we've got the north end of Newburyport. It's going to be High Street north of downtown. It's really west, but whatever. And you're going to have the south end, which is High Street on the southern side, which is really east. Plum Island is something that's going to come up for you when you're looking at it. Plum Island is really cool. Originally, it was summer homes and cottages. It's now, a good split of summer homes and then full-time year-round homes, and everything from small cottages up to seaside mansions is found on Plum Island. Awesome beaches. There is restaurants. There's everything you need out there. But as you can see, there's one way in and one way out. So a bad storm, that can become a real island. People can spend an extra day out there. So just know that when you're looking at it. You have the Cherry Hill area is here, and Turkey Hill, usually lumped together, just called the Cherry Hill neighborhood. And that's going to be the most modern neighborhood probably in Newburyport. Those houses started getting built in the 70s, so you have bigger lots, you have garages and, more space out there. It's the more suburban section of Newburyport. The north end is newer than the south end. The south end's the most original historic homes are going to be found right there. And then both of those flank downtown, which is going to have some, single family homes, some really gorgeous brick homes, and then you're going to have a lot of condos up above the shops in the downtown area. Current residential tax rate in Newburyport, good to know, is $10.74 per thousand, which is definitely low for the area. So that's a total benefit to the city of Newburyport. If you're driving into downtown, parking's not terrible, like I said, but it is a small downtown with small side roads. The beaches, if you want to go to the beach, they're kind of in every direction. Salisbury Beach, Plum Island, you get down into Ipswich, you get up into New Hampshire, but you can't not find a beach. So if that's what you're looking for in your next home, you'll be happy there. The school systems in Newburyport are excellent. They're ranked by highrating.com 71st in Massachusetts out of like 365 towns or school systems rather. There's 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school, 1 high school, and then there's a mix of private and charter schools throughout the city as well. For a hospital, you can see right there, this is Anna Jake's, which is a full service emergency room, everything hospital right in downtown Newburyport. So no matter where you are in town, you're going to have access to hospital care. The city government layout is there is a mayor as well as a city council with elections every 4 years. My hope is after watching this video, if you have any questions, that you reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you a little bit about living in Newburyport or any of the towns around it, or what it's like to purchase property in Massachusetts. If I can be of any assistance to you, it would be my pleasure to receive your call. So email me, call me, text me with the information below, and I'd love to help you on your journey to homeownership. Thanks so much and have a great day.